Hey there, y'all. It's been a while since I've done a video, so thought while I was out here walking the woods, I'd check in with you. Last time I was out here talking with you, there was snow on the ground, like everywhere. Definitely no snow now, but I have a friend with me. This is Rainy, and I rescued her a few weeks ago from a muddy backyard that she had ended up in due to a divorce that took away her beautiful pasture, and literally loaded her up in the back of my pickup truck, which has a camper cover on it, so she's not like free flowing back there like these people do with dogs or anything. But I loaded her up with a bale of hay, and on she came to Monroe Manor. And since then, she has had lots of young little girls come and love on her and braid her hair and wash her and give her lots and lots of attention, walk her. But today, I ended up with some free time, and so we decided that we would walk. Anyway, been putting off doing a video just because I haven't had the time, and when I do, I'm usually cleaning poop, so that would be nothing y'all would really like a video of. But anyway, been going on, I don't know, several months now. I've had some personal struggles, and you know, I know a lot of other people have too, either because people have confided in me about those. She's like stringing me along. I don't even have to, I just need a cart. She could pull me. But people confiding in with me with their struggles that they're going through, or, you know, just seeing it because some people feel the need to cope with those things about making them more public. And, you know, in my struggles, I've been trying to sit down and do some reading, take some time to do the reading. And I find that, you know, my internal feelings that I sometimes tell myself, maybe I shouldn't have those. They're not uncommon for other people to feel the same things, and that's comforting to know. A lot of times we want to sit there and go, well, we're crazy. I'm just crazy. That's the way I am. And, but it's, you know, honestly, a lot of people have the same thoughts. So the things that make us feel not normal are probably the very things that make us normal. You know, oh, just walked through a spider web. Fun. I can't offer you really any advice on things as far as things get better. Don't worry, just hang in there. Because I know for me, in this time, I've been trying to focus more on my inner self, I guess. And I noticed that there are things about me that have gotten better. There are things about me that have probably gotten worse. And there are things about me that have stayed the same. And this has been going on a little, around a 6 or so months, 7 months. And so I can't sit there and say, you know, everything will eventually get better, hang in there. I saw a post that I made 4 years ago, and it, you know, said something that still rings true. Things don't get easier as we go along. We just get stronger. And I know that in my personal self, I kind of go through highs and lows where, you know, especially a lot of people see me when they're out and about. I'm usually on my high, you know, so I'm up there, very eccentric and energetic, and people just think, man, you just do so much, and that's so awesome. And then I have lows, and those are usually behind closed doors. And, they'll last for a time, and then I move on. And people close to me have sometimes pointed out that that might mean there's something wrong with me. Maybe I need to take some medication, or try this or try that. And what I've come to terms with lately, because I used to look at myself and go, yeah, sometimes I feel like there's something wrong with me. But what I have come to terms with lately is the things that I think that make me feel like something's wrong with me are actually the things that make me unique and allow me to accomplish the things that I do. For me, I have exceptional highs where I'm going out and I'm really doing cool stuff and in the community or events or whatever, and then I'll have a low period where something will hurt my feelings, or I just don't have the knowledge or the ability to do something that I want to do, and it'll create a low in me that will just cause me to want to stay in the bed or cry or spend time by myself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, is what I've kind of come to realize in myself, is because it's during those times where what I call need to be in that moment of sadness or whatever that it is, that I grow. Because it's in those moments that I sit down and go, okay, what do I have to do to change this particular situation? To educate myself so that next time when somebody comes at me with something that makes me uncomfortable, that I have the right answer. Or what can I do to make me grow personally so that I can feel better about if this situation comes at me again. And so that's something that I've been working on, and makes me also realize that it's something that it just makes me who I am. It's not necessarily a bad thing that I have lows. I don't think that you can go for too long with highs and not have lows. And so I only say that to let everybody else know that when you're having tough times or bad times, I know I'm walking around in circles. It's because the horse is walking around in circles in front of me. But when you have low times, it's okay to be in that moment. I have people around me that try to snap me out of it. Like, oh, well, let's go do this and this will make you feel better. Or let's do this or just brush it off. Don't worry about it. And it doesn't really help anything if you can't be in that moment for a little while. I'll give you an example. Many years ago, not too long, probably 2013, 2014, I was sitting in my then consignment store that I had, Greer Trading Post, and a man came in inquiring what I was doing. I was on the computer. I was working on some rescue work, and while they were shopping, and he inquired what I was doing, and I told him that I worked heavily in animal rescue, and he then went on this very long rant berating me for my animal rescue efforts, and essentially saying things that, taking stuff out of context and just really raking me over the coals. Made me super uncomfortable. I was mad. I could have probably lit him on fire at that time. It was upsetting. And I had a real low moment in that, because there were things that he pointed out that I didn't have answers to or knowledge of, and it bothered me. And so I lived in that moment for a couple of days, probably, to where I just really felt like a big flop, but it was in that I said, hey, I am going to take the time to learn these things that I did not have education on, that he clearly pointed out I didn't have education on. I'm going to take this time to figure out the things that I need to do so that this doesn't happen again. And through some various different encounters, I found out that this person was a local councilman, and that he had you know, he had a little bit of a history of doing that kind of thing, and at one point did it again to me, doing a little demeaning type comments at a council meeting that I was speaking at. But this time I had composure about me, and I was able to turn around and direct some comments back to him in a way that I think that he was surprised and taken back a little bit, and jogged in his memory some of this first encounter that we had. And he eventually came out into the parking lot and apologized for his behavior. That's something, you know. Had I brushed it off at the time and not taken the steps to do the things to put me back in that position, or educate myself, make myself feel a little stronger, then I wouldn't have had that encounter. And hopefully it educated him on some things as well. So when you're having tough times and struggles, all I can say to you is kind of live in that moment a little bit and figure out what you can do to change things for you in yourself, in your person, and in your mind, and work on things, because life isn't going to get easier. We just have to do the things to make us stronger, and that way, you know, when we're strong individuals, then we can be stronger for other people and other creatures. And so that's my biggest thing, is you got to focus a little bit on yourself to be able to be good for other people. So I have a lot of people coming to me all the time trying to fix this problem and that problem, and sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. I always try to do what I can. But I have come to figure out that if I overextend myself all the time, I get to a point where I can't do anything for anybody, because I'm living in all the moments. Like, all the moments are not good moments, and then I'm living in all of those, and I can't get anything accomplished for myself or anybody else. But you know, I just hope this is a word that speaks to you a little bit. We're all going to have struggles, and your situation might be different, but your feelings probably aren't. You don't have to feel like you can't reach out to other folks, or that there's something wrong with you because you feel a certain way, because there's not. It's our struggles that make us the same, essentially. So me and Rainey are going to walk around a little more. Here's the Tiger River behind me here in my backyard. I'm probably going to be covered in ticks by the time I get back home, because that's what usually happens when I come in to the woods. I get ticks on me in very awkward places. It's not fun to find those. Well, a lot of times it's in my hair. Let's just be honest. All of these locks, a lot of times it's in my hair, but they have shown up other weird places. Okay, we're gonna go this direction now. But anyway, hope this helped you a little bit. I hope you are enjoying your, what is already becoming very much summertime here in the Carolinas. Had a monsoon. I drove through earlier. It was like sunny, hot this morning, monsoon. Now it's a little overcast, but good evening to take the pony for a walk, or take your dog for a walk, or cat for a walk. You know, take something for a walk. I've been eating too happy and not exercising a lot. So my midline is showing it. That's all right though. Got some fun things coming up that I've been working on in my personal life, you know, and business life and stuff. So I keep dropping little tidbits out there, and I'll definitely always try to keep you filled in. And if I ever could do something for you, try to let me know, reach out. If I can be of assistance, I will. And if I'm not, hopefully I'll send you in the right direction. if I don't always get back to you in a timely manner, don't feel bad about harassing me. Don't call my phone early in the morning. I might yell at you for that, but don't be as afraid to send me emails or Facebook messages to get back to you, because sometimes the phone just blows up. I mean, it's been ringing all day today, and I just can't always get back to people in a timely manner, but I try to get back to everybody I can. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. Father's Day is coming up this weekend, and then the 4th not long after that. So I hope you have lots of fun this summer, and I'll check back in when I get some time. Y'all have a fabulous day, and don't forget to smile.